How did one of the least private methods of communication, the postcard, somehow turn into one of the most private methods of communication? Think about it. There's only one copy. You have to hold it in your own hands to read it. It's not going to go viral and bite you in the ass someday, unless someone takes a picture and posts it and gets lucky. Anyway, as a lifelong lover of mail, I was super excited to discover Postcrossing, which is a free website that matches random senders and receivers of postcards from all around the world. I've been doing this for like 12 years now and have exchanged thousands of postcards. And I'm always amazed at how much connection and impact a person can make with like 2 inches of writing space on a little piece of cardstock. Just last week, a couple of incoming postcards hit me pretty hard. The first one looked like a pretty ordinary card at first. Typical tourist card showing a town in Germany, but the handwriting was kind of shaky. It reminded me of how my dad's handwriting looked in the year before his passing. The message was a little hard to follow, and some of the word choices didn't make sense. I chalked it up to English being her second language. I didn't think too much of it until I registered the card on the Postcrossing site and pulled up the sender's profile. Turns out I was right about her being elderly. She was 92 years old, and the account had been set up by her grandson. She'd been a postcard enthusiast for her whole life, sent them to friends and family whenever she traveled, loved getting them back. And then, as the decades passed, her friends and family started dying off. Eventually, no more postcards came in, and there was no one left to send them to. She'd reached the exact point in life that my own grandmother hit when she turned 92. When I told her how awesome it was that she was 92, she said to me, "It's not that great. All your friends are dead and people treat you like furniture." So anyway, this lady's grandson set her up with a Postcrossing account and he helps her manage it. And because of that, she's back in the game. Sending cards, receiving cards, still able to enjoy her lifelong hobby and make new connections all around the world. In that same week, I got another postcard that got me right in the feels. This one was from the Czech Republic. The sender wrote that this year she'd saved 6 baby deer from certain death. That was her main volunteer gig. I had no idea what that even meant. How do you volunteer to save baby deer? Turns out it's a hay farming problem. Mama deer leave their babies hidden during the day, and the babies instinctively stay put until she's back. Problem is, in this region, one of the best hiding spots is tall grass in the hay fields, which is a great hiding spot right up until harvest time when the giant tractors show up. Baby deer and hay harvesters, not a great combo. So these volunteers use heat-sensing drones to find the hidden fawns before the harvest, pull them out, and bring them back once it's safe. I had no idea this was even a thing that people did. And that's Postcrossing. You learn a lot of new stuff, but more importantly, you connect to an individual human being who's actually doing the stuff. Even when people don't seem to be doing anything especially noteworthy, it's still refreshing just to connect with a human being who's just being a human. Like the newly retired grandparents enjoying their gardens and their grandkids, or the college students who are curious about the world or wanting to practice their English. And as much as it is fun to receive postcards, it might be even more fun to send them. One of the greatest things you can get in life is the feeling that you've made a positive difference in someone else's life. Most people don't get that kind of validation very often, but when I did a quick Gmail search for the words postcrossing plus "you made my day," I got 66 results back. And that's just people who used those exact words. It's rare to hear that from someone in an increasingly impersonal world. When everything is happening at scale and is getting driven by algorithms, it's rare to feel like you made a difference to anyone, let alone a stranger on the other side of the planet. Postcrossing is like a sweet hybrid analog/digital creature that fits the moment perfectly. Full disclosure though, not every exchange is a love letter, but in 12 years I can probably count the bad ones on one hand. One person covered a card in frowny face stickers because of a political line on my old profile. Another one wrote, "I guess we don't have anything in common." I checked out her profile afterwards and saw that we both like barbecue and Tom Petty, so I told her that. And once, someone registered a card I'd sent, a photo of art made from bicycle parts, and said it was offensive. Her profile said that she liked street art, so I still don't know what happened there. Human condition, I guess. Anyway, some of you may be wondering why a postcard hobby video is on a health and humanity channel. The humanity part should be obvious. And here's the health part. Health isn't just about food, sleep, and exercise. It's downtime, analog activity, connection that doesn't cost you anything you don't have to spend. And as an introvert, that's the whole game. Finding ways to connect that regulate my nervous system instead of draining it. That's what this is. Pen to cardstock, a stamp, some patience, low barrier to entry, and you can go as deep or as light with it as you want. I feel like the Postal Service's obituary has been written 100 times. Maybe that day comes eventually, but for now, snail mail lives, and it's still the cheapest way I know to personally brighten a stranger's day from the other side of the world. If you've got a snail mail hobby or a postal project of your own, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And if you enjoyed this video, please click subscribe and help encourage this human to keep making human content. You know my content is not AI because, come on.